like now, thanks to what OBS is saying, refresh, and X5 is saying, is the PC going bananas? It is, man. Lately it's been a nightmare. Um, and today, when I was starting, I said it, like, today the PC is not looking good. So I really don't know what else to try to fix it. But when I was like insisting on it today, I could at least make the stream to be up for like an hour and a half. But disconnections may be happening because of this crazy computer. Yeah, there we go, we are back. You were mentioning X5 about how nerdy I was for playing Digimon World 100% completionist, kind of like. That reminded me that I almost bought Digimon Cyber Sleuth, because Digimon Cyber Sleuth is now with its lowest price on Steam, but I decided to go for the other games as I'm like wanna take a break from Digimon games, but I almost got the Digimon Cyber Sleuth game. Yeah, I considered it. Let's have water balanced. And also regarding nerd, something funny has happened to me in the past week basically. And this is actually something that I would recommend all of you trying to do when you have the time, of course. And I'm talking about like trying to remember serious shows and reality shows that you used to like watching back in the day in channels like MTV, maybe other channels like Warner Brothers or Fox. I don't know, but especially MTV, I would say. And what happened to me was that I have been back, or I decided to return to two reality shows that I like to watch back in the day, and I haven't watched them either in forever or up to the end. And the first one that I started rewatching or watching again is called The Amazing Race. Have you guys ever watched The Amazing Race? And the reason why I'm watching The Amazing Race again is because there was a Brazilian version of it, like there was a Brazilian season of it that's called A Corrida Milionária. And to my surprise, it is complete on YouTube. So I have been watching it with a friend that has never watched it, and I'm also not sure of everything anymore, so I'm loving to watch it again, the Brazilian version that's complete on YouTube. But the English version, or like the American version that I used to watch like when I was a kid, I was mind blown to learn that it seems that 20 plus seasons of it are on Amazon Prime Video. So if someone here has Amazon Prime Video, I highly recommend checking this series out, The Amazing Race, because it is super great. If you like to travel, if you like reality shows, if you like competitions, if you like all sorts of crazy things that can happen in someone's life, go watch The Amazing Race. And why am I saying this? To give you an example, the Brazilian version, believe it or not, in one of the episodes had a robbery happening in like during the show, during the footage. And it's crazy that when I was rewatching this episode, it was one of the few things I still remember, because how would you forget a freaking robbery happening during the reality show, you know? And you could even hear the shots. Yes, when I was watching again, I heard the shots, and I was like, holy shit. And then they were able to get two out of the three thieves, or like robbers, that committed the crime on that day. So everything, like maybe I should say anything can happen in those shows, even a robbery attempt. So yes, in the American version, I remember many crazy things happened too, especially regarding the competition. Like some teams sabotaging other teams and lying to them and creating strategies to trick everybody. Anyway, it's great, it's fantastic, and after knowing that 20 plus seasons, like 25, 26 seasons I think, are complete on Amazon Prime Video, I'm not gonna lie, I even considered subscribing myself to Amazon, but I think I won't for now. But it's one of the things that I would love to watch the most in there for sure. Especially if you have never watched The Amazing Race, go check that out. It's super great. And then the other show, and then this is closer to this talk of nerds we were talking about. The other show is a show called The Beauty and the Geek. Have you guys ever heard of this reality show? I actually binged it this day, today. Like during late night, I remember the existence of it as I was also watching The Amazing Race. And I was like, which other shows I used to watch and then I could rewatch again. I remember The Beauty and the Geek, which is pretty much a reality show where they will have many teams, and then in this season were 7 teams of like a beauty woman and a nerdy man, right? And then the dynamic in the show is like the beauty woman needs to learn about smarty things, of course, things of like uh, how to fix a car, how to like swap tires, how to even build a rocket, or even like math and other things, finances. The geek needs to teach the beauty people, the beauty women, and the beauty women needs to teach the geek like how to be more sociable, more outgoing, to not be shy, to be more extrovert, and to like dance and massage and like ask for numbers of like other women and stuff. And to my surprise, this show is also complete on YouTube. So I was watching it. And it's great. It's great to go back to, have this nostalgia trip to when I was like a teenager watching those shows on cable TV and finding them on YouTube. Now it's super good. You have never heard of The Beauty and the Geek? It's interesting. I will never say it's like, oh my god, this show is a must watch, but it's fun. And if it is especially fun if you like those old series from MTV, like I don't know if you use it to watch those, but this one is interesting. Like, it's good to see how stereotypes are only stereotypes and like people can be much more than them. It's one of the, let's say, lessons of the show to see that let's say this beauty blonde girl that you can see as like a model can be smarter than what you think, or like to see the evolution of the geek to also be more sociable with time and everything. They are quite inspirational shows as well, and it's, I don't know, a good distraction to me. The Brazilian version was complete on YouTube. Yes, the foreign version, like the American, the Amazing Race, was not. I actually tried to find it. There are some episodes here and there, but they are not like complete with the full season, and they they may have those gimmicks that YouTubers use to kind of prevent the copyright strike, where like there is like a whole background and then the show itself is just a minor part of the background, like a tiny window, or they may have some stripes to not give them the copyright strike. So you can find it with bad quality like that, but it's better to maybe go after the episodes on Amazon now that I know it's full of them, like full of the seasons. I wanted to get it, but the price in Argentina got raised 2 times this year. Do you mean the Switch? And it got like not buying it for now. Do you have a DS or a 3DS at least? The Amazing Race was indeed amazing. Did you watch it though, or are you just saying it because of the name? But honestly, it is a very good show. I would love to rewatch the whole. I'm actually thinking about rewatching the whole thing again. I have never gotten to the end. Of course, there are 30 seasons, but I have watched at least up to season 13 or 14, that I remember. And I will look up on the internet somewhere uh, after I'm done with these shows that I'm checking out right now to go rewatch The Amazing Race because it's so good, it's so entertaining, and you learn a lot about the world. X5, for example, I'm pretty sure there was at least one season that they went to Argentina. I remember them going to Argentina, and I think they had challenges to like perform in a barbecue farm somewhere, and also in Buenos Aires. Yes, I do think they went to Buenos Aires. They had to find the Casa Rosa, like the I think it's like the town hall, isn't it? The Casa Rosa or something like that. I remember a little bit of that, and then they had to go to a barbecue farm to do something in there. I think they had to actually eat the barbecue, but the barbecue was of weird meat cuts, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, no, wait. They had. Okay, I remember now. I actually remember the challenge. They had to eat a lot of barbecue. Yes, that's the challenge. They had like a big amount of meat, and then their challenge was to finish eating everything. Only after they ate all of the barbecue, they could get the next clue to the next destination. Dude, I remember the freaking challenge in Argentina. Look at me now. Yes, man. And then they came to Brazil a couple times too. I think they came to Brazil at least two times. And they didn't have, thank goodness, like a problem like in the Brazilian version where people got robbed or there was a robbery attempt. But totally they had hardships in here too. Like Brazil is rough for you to like, you know, get through places with traffic and stuff. It's not like the best place to like, or not the easiest place to travel around. Although this show has also showed me how horrible things are in India. I do not want to travel to India because of how crowded and messy, and if you're going to use public transportation in there, it's like a chaos, right? So yeah, that show showed me that going to India is a no-go to me. Casa Rosada, there we go. Yes, Casa Rosada. I was almost remembering it. A lot of asado for so few people. It's like for two people. Yeah, that's the team. It's a couple or like a. It can be like family members. It can be friends. It can be a couple. The teams are normally of two people, with an exception on the season where the families were traveling together. So it was like a group of four. Yeah, I think four. Most of them were pretty much mom and dad and son and daughter, but probably there were some other configurations in there, like four brothers or four sisters. I think it was season 8 that had the family challenge. Anyway, it's a fantastic show, guys. You guys should watch it. The Brazilian version, if Subaru is interested, is complete on YouTube. Just put there A Corrida Milionária and then you can find the playlist and watch it. It is super fun. And then the Beauty and the Geek, if you're curious, it's also on YouTube, but it's only in English, so there are no subtitles. But I imagine you guys may be able to understand the show. It looks like the kind of show that I would mock every minute because you're an idiot. Seriously, you'd mock the Beauty and the Geek? The Digimon Cyber Sleuth game got raised 2 times. Oh wait, were you talking about the Digimon Cyber Sleuth? The Switch is really expensive in there, and the game is yes, the games are super expensive too. That's pretty much the biggest reason why I would not get a Switch right now. If I like organized and focused, I could get a Switch. But to think that each game of it would be like 300 reais, I'm like, no, I would rather have 300 reais invested and like aiming for my financial independence, not like for getting a single game, you know. So I would rather get a new 3DS so I can play the games I already have and actually have never played. For example, Star Fox 3D, Kid Icarus Uprising. I have those games and I never played them. So, and then going back to the games that I love as well, like Pokemon, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. You watched it on TV and you remember one of the finals being recognizing. I remember that! Yes, I remember that too! One of the finals was that, man. It was one of the earlier seasons, I think. Yes. You are good on recognizing flags, I'm not. I do have a friend that's good on it too, and he's also a big fan of national anthems. Yeah, my friend loves national anthems as well. I think so too. They sure went to Argentina. They did. I will look for the. You will? Okay? I hope you can understand the Portuguese in there. It is A Corrida Milionária, o nome, or the name, right? Maybe I can understand 40% of what's happening. Yes, especially if you know the idea of the game already. Although I gotta say, X5, that okay, some things will not understand because not even the Brazilians in the game understood those things. I'm talking about the regional food of some of the states in Brazil. Like Brazil has a lot of diversity on its states, right? So people from the south may not know of many things from the north, for example. One example that I can give right now is that there is this fruit called cajá, and it's like a tiny fruit, yellowish and sour. I talk about cajá to like every friend of mine, and nobody has ever tried its juice. And I'm like, I'm addicted, I'm a passionate for cajá juice. And then not even my friends know what the heck is that. So when those teams were traveling through some of the northern regions of Brazil, some of the challenges were like, you gotta get those products or ingredients, and then they were misreading them. They couldn't spell those ingredients. They didn't know what the heck they were looking for. So even if they were lost, you will also be lost when they are going after, those strange named products and fruits and objects and locations as well. But besides that, you'll be able to understand, of course, the race. You ask your girlfriend to watch it together since she knows a bit of Portuguese, but she's not Brazilian, is she? And then what else have you guys been watching? I'm now going back to those OG reality shows I used to watch as a kid or like when I was younger. I'm also watching some anime. Um, oh, it's because her mom was Brazilian. I see. Do you know which state is her mom from? Because hopefully one day you guys can travel there, right, to that state. Regarding anime, I'm very sad that Komi can't communicate is over, but at the same moment, Komi can't communicate was the best anime I have watched this year. I'm very sorry, Beastars. I loved you as well. I'm sorry, Haikyuu. Haikyuu was such a hyped anime for me. It was so exciting and thrilling. I'm very sorry, Jojo. Jojo was such a surprise with its ups and downs, but like such a ride. But Komi Can't Communicate was the best anime I have watched this year, period. And the reason why I'm saying this is because not only it was like surprising and the animation was with like very good quality and creativity and everything, and also it's not because it's wholesome and like emotional. I cried at times, I laughed at times and everything. Not only because of all of that, but especially because the final episodes surprised me in on how they were complete. I think I haven't seen something so complete since I was watching Dark, which was like my favorite show, my favorite series ever. And by the way, I'm excited for 1989. I believe that's the. No, 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 wait. It's 1890. Wait, how is it called? 18. No, no, it's 1899. There we go. The name of the show from the creators of Dark, 1899. That's coming up this year, 2022. I'm very excited for that. But Comic and Communicate was complete. I was mind blown on how they were able to connect everything that happened like throughout the show. On the last episodes, it was like everything had a reason to be, everything made sense. It was beautiful. It was like watching an orchestra where every single person was playing their instrument, you know. I was not expecting that. It was such a beautiful work and attention to the details of the show that I was mind blown. I was like, this is amazing. How they really were able to get every little piece of what happened in the show and connect them in a way that sounded natural and mind blowing. So after I saw those last episodes doing that, there is not much I can say anymore. Like, it's the best anime I have watched this year. Maybe a friend of mine that's also a fan of anime will disagree with me. He probably will say, "Oh no, that's not what I thought," because I messaged him the last time saying that Komi is the best anime I have watched. I believe he will reply me on like, "No, it's not. It's this one. It's that one." But I don't care. It's my favorite, and I'm super hyped because they confirmed we are getting more Komi in April. So not much from now, season 2 of Komi is coming up. So that was also great. You try to understand and ask her, but she has a really poor Spanish, which makes it hard to understand her. Komi is getting a second season. Yes, it is. Were you watching it? Did you watch Komi 2x5? Komi was so good, man. Uh, I don't know if I would say it's perfect. I think nothing is perfect. But even the weird parts or moments of Komi, in comparison to some other weird things I have watched as well. For example, when I tried to watch the freaking Food Wars anime, I was completely scared from how weird that anime went, or how weird it got, and then I gave up on watching it. But no, Komi has, it has some, it has soul. Like, it is not an empty anime, just like Blue Period, by the way. Also go watch Blue Period. And to my surprise, Blue Period did not end this Saturday. I was thinking yesterday it would be like the last episode of the season. It did not end, so that's good, it's continuing. Blue Period is also not an empty show. And those are things that I love when I'm watching something, because they are speaking to me not only in the, let's say, plot of the story, but also in a way that you can relate to the messages it's trying to tell you. It is the best. It's like the episode is over and you feel like you either learned something from it or thought about something from it. You are not, man, you should watch Komi, especially now that all of the episodes are out. But since the first season has finished, then I think I can do it now. Do it, man. I'm pretty sure you love it. It's such a good show. Also, hi Yoda, what's up, man? You haven't watched Komi yet? Maybe now you watch the last episode first? Don't do that. Yes, don't watch the last episode first. But I highly recommend that. It's such a good show, and I don't know. It's also one of those shows where if it hits you in the beginning, like it did to me, it only gets better after, and that's also something very rewarding. Like, as I was struck by its magic in episode one, since episode one I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. It didn't stop to surprise me. Like, normally shows will have let's say a moment where your hype will start decreasing. I have an example that I'm checking out right now. Osama Ranking. Have you guys been watching Osama Ranking? It's also known as Ranking of Kings. It's another anime from this, let's say, autumn season, but now we are starting the winter season of animes. I also have been watching Osama Ranking, Ranking of Kings, and first episode of it to me was okay. I was with some high expectations from everybody that recommended to me, so I was like expecting an amazing first episode, which was not what I saw. But on episode 2, it got my interest, or it got to my attention. And then that interest and hype grew a little bit, But then on the past episodes or last episodes, I'm starting to drop my hype a little bit again. Komi was not like that. Komi was just an uphill. And like I said, I can't stop being amazing. Oh, wait, being amazed, right? Also, I'm amazing. I can't stop being amazed by how the show has been pretty much adding up new characters and new situations and everything, and still being charming, wholesome, funny, creative, and surprising. Like it's been super great on how everything has been, progressing. Do a wheel of episodes and watch it in the order that it lands. No, 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 don't do that. No, no. I mean, maybe it's not one of those shows where, you know what? If you do that, it won't be super bad either because it has many short stories in Komi. I don't know if that will make any sense, but it is like a collection of short stories from the manga. So in one episode, there may be like 3 or 4 different situations from slice of life, basically. So even if you do that you guys are crazy to suggest, it wouldn't be that bad, but you'll be missing the moments where characters are introduced. And then if you watch like a character in a more recent episode, you won't really get a lot of its, personality because you kind of skipped the earlier episode. So it's dinner time, all right, man. Hopefully it's a fantastic dinner for you. But then, have you guys been watching something? I'm recommending those reality shows and also animes that I'm watching. But I'm down for some recommendations too, and I gotta say that lately I have been a little bit more curious towards Attack on Titan, and maybe it's going to be one of the shows I will be watching next year. Oh yes, I'm also watching another show. I forgot. Um, I also started watching an anime called Odd Taxi. Have you guys heard of Odd Taxi? The reason why I started watching it is because the YouTuber complimented that show a lot, and she said that Odd Taxi was very intriguing. It's like it has a mystery going on, a crime mystery, and the thing that she said that got to me the most was that she said it's very unpredictable. She said that you'll not be able to guess the outcome of the enemy. So that was enough for me. I'm like, okay, challenge accepted. Let's freaking dive into Odd Taxi. I'm watching it. I think I'm getting to the middle of it. Now it's getting more interesting because, let's say, the main characters have been already presented and I'm starting to see their connections and interest in everything. And some of the, let's say, bad things of this anime, I kind of got used to it already because this anime has a very weird rhythm, in my opinion. Some of the dialogues are so fast that I struggle to read the subtitles together with the dialogue. So I was a little bit bothered by its rhythm for some conversations, but now I'm more used to it. And things are getting more connected as well. So I'm giving it some hopes that by the end it's going to be amazing. But for now, I'm still like getting used to it and, expecting to be surprised. But I do think I will, thanks to what the YouTuber said before. And the other thing about this show that was curious is that the characters are all animals acting like humans, a lot like Beastars, and that also made me want to check it out. And in a way or in another, it is a little bit close to Beastars, especially because there is a crime that happened, or that happened, right? I don't think I tried gold in here. No, never mind, I tried gold. We built once, but there was an eruption and then it was game over. But I don't know if there is a way for me to stop the eruption. But I think I will still avoid it. Okay, this is new, I think. A forest where we can cultivate or have a lumber yard. In case this was not new, I think I went for cultivate. This time I will try the lumber yard. You were watching Gundam Wing. You know what I realized? I was actually checking Netflix shows, I think yesterday, because for some reason, I think after my Netflix app got updated, I had to like log in again on Netflix, and then I did that, and then I was checking the new shows and everything. There are a lot of Gundam Wing movies on Netflix. I did not know that. Since you watched only it as a kid and you forgot most of the things. You know who loves Gundam Wing? Gabriel. Gabriel loves it. He always tells me that I should watch it. Now you realize Gundam Wing is full of memes or meme potentials that you did not realize as a kid. Seriously? But isn't Gundam Wing like very heavy as well? At least when Gabriel was recommending it to me, he said that Gundam Wing is surprisingly heavy and like depressing, and it's like a even though it's like a mecha show, it is like surprisingly disturbing in some ways. It is not like a, let's say, just an action mecha, it is somewhat disturbing, maybe on the levels of Neon Genesis Evangelion. And by the way, one day, like in one of the streams, I was talking about things that used to scare me a lot, and one of these things is regarding one anime. This anime is Serial Experimental Lane. I don't know if anybody here knows or has watched it. It is the strangest anime I have watched in my life for sure. It's stranger than Neon Genesis Evangelion, totally. And it is very heavy, disturbing, depressing, and mind blowing and everything. And there was one episode in there, and I think I still remember the episode. I think it was episode 9, that they go kind of deep on explanations on a certain topic that I will not say which topic is it, so I try not to spoil too much of it, right? But they do talk about some theories and somewhat real facts about this topic on that episode. And there was a scene where the main character, Lane, is like laying on her bed on her room during the night with like the lights off, and suddenly there is something watching her by her door, like her room's door. And I think she doesn't realize it, but there is that feeling of uncomfortable by knowing or by realizing that you are being observed, at least from the expectator, right? Expectator, yes, from the expectator, from the viewer. And that scene made me feel so bad. Like when I saw it for the first time, it made me feel so uncomfortable that it traumatized me. I felt goosebumps by watching someone being observed in the anime, especially by what was observing her, but I will not spoil that. The thing is that I was watching a YouTube video, a Watch Mojo YouTube video of like top 10 insert topic. It was a top 10 anime studios that don't exist anymore. And then on that top 10, they were saying that the studio that pretty much created Serial Experimental Lane and other animes too is not, it doesn't exist anymore, it was over. But can you believe that when they were showing some images of the show, they showed me that scene again? How unlucky am I? But hey, the good thing is that after seeing it again, completely like out of context, right? Because it was like a top 10 video and they could have picked any scenes to show during that moment, but no, they picked that one that disturbed me as a kid. At least they did not pick the other one, because there were two scenes that I was afraid to rewatch in my life. And the other one I still haven't rewatched, but this one I rewatched thanks to the Watch Mojo video. But I gotta say, it was good that they showed it to me again, because I did not feel as disturbed as the first time. And you know what's crazy? On my memories, it was different than how it really is. One example is that in my memory, the color of the creature that was watching her was different than how it really is. Also, the clothing of the creature. And then once I watched it again, it was like, oh, that's how it was for real in the anime, not how my memory was projecting and imagining. So yeah, that happened. And with it, I can say that I have faced two fears of my childhood again, or at least like overcame them. One was this scene from Serial Experimental Lane, and the other one was from the Scooby-Doo SNS, right? Scooby-Doo SNS game. That there is like the second level of it that happens in a spooky amusement park, and there is like a werewolf enemy that shows up randomly out of nowhere to scare you and to pretty much kill you or give you a game over. I used to be scared of that shit as well, but some time ago I was able to see that creature again, and I'm now okay, I can take this today, I'm good. There are still some childhood things that scared me and I still avoid with everything I have, but those two now I think I'm good, thank goodness, and also thanks to like how crazy life is to like put those things back to my life when I'm not asking for them. But I survived. Yes, I survived. And if you have like curiosity, or if you are also a strong gut, like if your guts are strong, if your stomach is strong, go watch Serial Experimental Lane 2. It is not one of those things that will make you happy, but it's definitely the experience, and it's super crazy. Now you realize that Gundam Wing is full of meme potential, but you did not realize it as a kid. Yeah, but it has some unique characters. By that I mean some of them are meme level weird. That sounds a little bit like what has been happening in Comic and Communicate too. Like the characters in there will have some personalities that are extremely exaggerated, right? Extremely exaggerated. Especially this one character that everybody hates her. And you know who I'm talking about when you watch it, right? But yes, I just wanted to say that one of my most scary moments by watching anime, and also when being a kid, was overcame by me recently thanks to Watch Mojo video, right? And it's crazy how like sometimes those things you are scared of, they out of nowhere are put there in front of you again. Oh, I started a war in here? Let's negotiate. I don't remember this one. Maybe this one is new. Wait, am I getting to finally an end? Okay, guys, help me out in here now, because this is sounding promising for a peaceful society that maybe could be the real end, right? Should we have a consensus or an argument? Or this could be tricky as well, just like the other end where I picked like prosperous, and then they were saying, oh, if it's prosperous, it won't change anymore, so it's like boring, and then it's the end. Like you created a boring world because it's never going to change anymore as it's already prosperous. If people are in consensus, I think that's good. Like they will not be fighting anymore, right? And everybody can have a happily ever life. Although this game is tricky, like I said, so I don't know if it is a trap. Because everybody has a happy life, it's boring, and then it's game over again. But then having arguments, I don't know how seriously I can take this game right now. I will try consensus, but I won't be surprised if it's a trap, right? Compl complacency. Wait, com complacency. What the heck is that? Complacency. Oh no no no! It was not the end. We are back to factories. Prevented. A dodo. We can have deforestation or poaching. I mean, I will not go for deforestation, right? But what is poaching? And guys, I'm happy that at the very least I'm getting to new questions because I was really lost on what else to do to try to get to the good ending here. But poaching, what is that? Is it like capturing? It is like hunting. I mean, none of those options are good. I don't want to hunt the dodo, and I don't want the deforestation. Maybe this is another game over, right? I mean, I don't think dodo could be like an invasive species, right? So like hunting it could be good for the rest of the species. I think dodo could be peaceful and not harmful for the rest of the environment. So poaching it's pretty much extincting it or putting it to extinction. But then the deforestation, like I think I will protect the dodo, but I don't know. I have no idea if this is good. It would be extinct anyway. Oh no, we got to this again. I will show you the prosperous. It's going to say it's a boring word. Man, I was really thinking we were getting to a new path because of the peace option. But I got to the peace option after the war, right? So in case they give me the war again, I will go try to get the other option, which was the argument. Yoda, have you watched Attack on Titan? Because I have been thinking about starting it. Maybe after I'm done with Odd Taxi. I also will need to go back to Cowboy Bebop. But as Cowboy Bebop is very chill and somewhat episodical, like there is a story going on in the background, but it's not very well developed. So I'm taking it like, slowly. It's not getting a lot of my attention. So I do think I would jump into maybe Attack on Titan next. Especially because my friend has been saying that he's hyped for the final episodes of the last arc of Attack on Titan that's going to be out this season. I will try getting the mice. I haven't tried that. Yeah, the animals they don't matter because I just picked some very dangerous animals like mice and bears, and we are still going on here. Let's have a chaotic society. Speaking towards games, we had a couple presentations in the last weeks, right? We had the Game Awards, and I was very surprised by It Takes Two getting the Game of the Year. I knew people liked it, but I had no idea on how much people liked it. And we had a lot of announcements. I really liked the Game Awards this year. Like, even though the only announcement that kind of hit me right in my heart was the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax going to Steam. I love that. And actually, I was seeing a video, I think actually yesterday or like in these days, that some rumors are pointing to the release of Persona 3 Portable on Steam as well and also on the Switch, and Persona 4 Golden on the Switch as well. Yes, those are the rumors that have been going on, so hopefully I hope that they will confirm it. Because I do want more Persona games on Steam, and I do want them to get on the Switch too. You finished the manga? Do you mean the Attack on Titan manga? But the last episode is similar to Game of Thrones, so not that much hype according to many people. I still gotta finish watching Game of Thrones. I appreciate you not spoiling it to me because I'm still like in the season 2 of Game of Thrones. I was planning to keep on reading the books, but at this rate, I should give up and just jump into the episodes. Even though the books and TV show they will go on different paths, I know they probably will have different endings, but I was still saving myself from that. But yes, I know most people didn't like what happened, whatever was it, on Game of Thrones. Although there are a couple few people that liked it. I did see somebody saying that they liked the way Game of Thrones ended, even though most people didn't. But that's interesting. I was expecting something more, hyped from Attack on Titan, since it's probably the most hyped show ever, right? Regarding enemies. Don't you think they could change the end in the enemies, or has the anime been very along the lines of the manga? I haven't tried picking exclusive for the galleries. I also haven't tried the aggressive strangers. Oh, that's how I get to war. Let's go. We are going to negotiate. Tourism. I tried international, right? I haven't tried localized. Let's go international again so we can try getting the peace option. There we go. And then we go for arguments. Is this going to change something? No, it's back to this. Yeah, you see, I always get to those final results. I hate it. So it is possible to change the ending, but that would go against the theme of the ending. So you personally believe they won't, right? They won't change that. Regarding enemies that kind of disappointed people, there is also the Promise of Neverland. And I still gotta go watch the disappointing season 2 of it because people rushed on it and like uh, it doesn't develop whatever it has to develop that much as in the manga. But as I also haven't read the manga, and as people, they have kind of gave me this impression of like, oh, don't expect much from season 2 of it because it's going to be somewhat worse than season 1. Maybe because now I have low hypes or low hopes for it, I can end up being surprised by it and enjoying it. But I still gotta go to the Promise of Neverland season 2. Oh, by the way, there is this one indie game that I saw on Steam when I was buying my winter sale games that surprised me a lot. Like I fell in love for its graphics. By the way, I don't know if the computer and the stream are working still because things are complicated in here, but I think I am okay. But there is this game. It's called Wire Walk, I think. Yeah, Wire Walk. That game surprised me a lot. And why was that? It was because it looks exactly like a link to the no, not a link to the past. Link's Awakening, right? It looks exactly like Link's Awakening for the Game Boy Color. The graphics are just like that. It's like straight out of Link's Awakening. And Link's Awakening is one of my favorite Zelda games. Probably my favorite portable Zelda game together with Minish Cap. Which, by the way, now that I have my 3DS back, I can go after a Link Between Worlds. I haven't played a Link Between Worlds. I gotta go after that game. But yes, this game called Wirewalk, go look for it on Steam because its graphics are so charming, and also the mechanics do look like Zelda too. So that's a game I'm going to play someday for sure. The last arc of Attack on Titan is also similar to the Promise of Neverland. Seriously, I'm expecting some sort of tragedy, to be honest. Probably there is going to be some big shit that's going to happen that's going to make some fans upset of like, but I was cheering for them to survive, something around those lines. I personally don't mind if there are tragic endings. As long as they are well executed, then there are good reasons for them to be what they are. And there is also a big difference in the ways that like Asians and Japanese people consume their medias, right? Their content in comparison to like um to us, right? Americans or like Europeans even. There are different cultures in there. So maybe if like Attack on Titan, Game of Thrones, and The Promise of Neverland will have a somewhat, sour ending, maybe that's not going to make the Japanese or some Asians very upset, but they kind of make us more upsetting here as we are more used to, let's say, happy ending stories or stories where the hero survives and defeats everybody and stuff. Maybe there is also that. Attack on Titan gets pretty political at the last arc, and the author's trying to please both sides. Oh my god. I recommend not to read online discussions until you finish it. Of Attack on Titan? Okay. What I like to do sometimes is to watch like reactions of people from episodes. I was doing that from Comic and Communicate. I have been listening to a podcast talking about Blue Period, like their impressions and opinions on the episodes. Do you think that I shouldn't even do that? Like listen to people reacting to the episodes as they are watching to them? Also, by the way, how many seasons are there? I'm planning to watch it, but I don't know like how long is it. I'm guessing there may be 3 or 4 seasons. I will try chaotic again because I want to go to that war part. Oh, 4 seasons? 20-ish episodes? Man, I am getting curious for Attack on Titan. I will try to start it maybe sooner than what I was planning. Also because I'm almost finishing Odd Taxi, so... Oh, okay, 20-ish episodes? I will do my best to start it soon. I will surprise everybody here and my friend, because my friend is a big fan of it. Avoid the volcano. Unconstrained. Tourism. Ignored. A revolution. Let's try the peaceful one. I really don't know. Man, what if this mode doesn't have a real end, right? Let me go to the menu. Have I progressed a little bit at least? Not much. What the heck am I missing here? Yoda, since you are a big fan of Tales games, I got Tales of Berseria and Tales of Vesperia on the winter sale. So now I have 3 more Tales games on my game list. I have Zestiria, Berseria, and Vesperia. Out of those 3, which one is your favorite? The only one I have seen something about was Berseria. I know the graphics of Berseria is very beautiful, and my computer probably will never run it. But I know the graphics of it are beautiful. I have seen like the beginning of it. And have you played Arise by any chance? Because I also think Arise was getting some discounts on Steam. So maybe you could like get it to play. I never tried the Intense Wind, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be bad. Or maybe it doesn't change anything. Vesperia is the best then. And then Zestiria is more chill. What about Berseria? Let's try the chaotic again. Avoid the volcano. exploring. Forget the traditions, and then I think they are going to give me the strangers. Yes. So if I go aggressive, I have the war. What happens if I fight the war? I mean, it's bad, but it still goes on. Factories are allowed, I guess. Communication, documentaries. Oh, and then I'm back here. Yes, I have no idea, guys. I don't know how to get to something out of those options, you know? If I travel, I think it's game over, isn't it? Or void. Infinity. Yeah, they put me back in here. By the way, I was hopeful that by the end of this year I would start watching Chainsaw Man, because I remember when the trailer was out, everybody was mind blown by it. And the year is over and there was no Chainsaw Man, so I was disappointed. I think the expected release was like 2021 and nothing happened, so I hope it doesn't take much for it to be released next year. So you have mixed feelings for Berseria, huh? By the way, give me a second. I will uh, clean my nose because it's getting runny. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. You are also going to get dinner, alright, man? I hope you and X5 are eating some delicious food. I probably will be eating some sandwiches with Christmas leftover. There is like this smoked ham we had for Christmas. I'll definitely be making some sandwiches with it, with some barbecue sauce and potato chips. Let's have warthogs. Let's have an ordered society. Study the stars. Ferment the berries. Forget the traditions. I hate this option. Welcome back, Subaru. You were trying to print the second. I don't know how to translate that, but you were trying to print some bills. Oh, you're having some trouble with the browser and Twitch? But were you able to fix it? I never tried using rockets as weapons, but that's the end. Yeah. Subaru, now that you were able to make a purchase on Steam, thanks to that coupon that I gifted you from the giveaway of the 4 years stream anniversary, does Steam allow you to get the cards now, the promotional cards? Have you been able to get them every day after checking your discovery list of games? And also after voting on the Steam Awards? Because I believe now you may be able to get those, right? And those cards are actually money, as you can commercialize them in the Steam market. I mean, they will be like between 20 to 30 cents, sometimes even less. But it's still money, so it is good to get them. And regarding the Christmas and the end of the year giveaways that have been going on, mostly from Epic Games, I'm still hoping and waiting for them to like give away a game that I would be crazy to play. Because so far, most of the games they gave away are not really for me. Maybe I could play the one that's about like a mystery regarding a disappearing person, or like a person that disappeared, the vanishing of somebody. I forgot the game's name. I could see myself playing that one maybe. And I did have a little bit of a curiosity towards Loop Hero, although I don't like the aesthetics of Loop Hero. It looks too medieval, and a friend of mine even said, "Oh, this looks like Tibia," and that's not my game. But I heard that Loop Hero is a great fun and surprising good game, so I was happy to know they were giving away a game like that got some good reviews, right? It's just that I don't like the art of it. But I'm a little bit curious, so I wouldn't say it's impossible for me to try it. But I'm still like, waiting for a game that I could be seeing myself playing it. And there are only 4 more games they'll be giving away, so I'm kind of losing my hopes. Today they are giving away Control, which is a game that they gave away before. But it's also another very well reviewed game, like people liked a lot, it has quality. But it's again not my game. Venom. This is new. I will be going for the weird options now, because going for the natural or supposedly good options, they don't work. So weapons. This is also new. Let's have bold warriors. I tried the battle, I will negotiate. The strangers will be aggressive. And then they get back to the war? Negotiate again. I haven't tried the localized government. I really don't know how to do this. But yeah, these early options, they don't change anything. This is the first one that changes the result. And then after it, I don't know where to go to get a good end. Um, Go back to chaotic. We are back to the venom option. Sure, medicine. This also. Oh yeah, this is a dangerous one. Forget the traditions. Do I want to try the war again? Okay, one more time. Negotiate. I actually wanted to go for negotiate. And then that's the end. Oh my god! I think I will end up not being able to get through this. And I will just move on to the next mode, or we'll never like finish this game. Oh, now we can pick the theater. Man, there is no way. You know what's funny? In the dimensions mode, there was a clear maze, right? That we got stuck on it for a long time. But in the world mode, the whole mode is a maze. You see, they say, will it prosper or perish? There is a way this could prosper. I just have no idea. How is that possible? I'm now feeling like shiny breeding on Pokemon, and the odds on making it prosperous are like as low as getting a shiny Pokemon. Flooding? sacrifice? What the heck? No barriers, right? We try the good option first. If it doesn't do anything, we go for the bad one on the next round. Barriers. But how did I get to flooding out of nowhere? The venom is back. A tsunami? They really want some sacrifice to be happening here. No, evacuation. Okay. They want make a city prosperous with tsunamis like that, so commerce. Although I hate the factories. Wait, what the heck is going on this one? A kraken. Wow. Nice. I mean, I have been avoiding the sacrifice for this long. I will not sacrifice my population now. Fight the kraken. Will we win? No, but sure. Yeah, right? We can fight the kraken with sticks and stones. Now this is back to the RPG mode of this game. We won't kill the kraken with any of those though. Although I feel safer about the stones because you can throw stones from distance. If you use the sticks, he can grab you, throw you 10 kilometers away and then you die. Stones. I know, right? The humans died to a kraken. Okay. At the very least, I got you a new end. I take it. I just have no idea how I got there, but sure. Maybe it was because water was everywhere? I was at least expecting some sort of achievement, like fighting a kraken. That would be awesome. Especially because I'm noticing that this game's achievements are like everyone has a letter, right, of the alphabet. So I'm hoping that this game will have, is it 24 or 27 letters in the alphabet? I think 27, right? If you consider W, Y, and K, I guess. Anyway, I'm hoping that this game will have an achievement for each letter, and then that could have been the K, right? The Kraken achievement. But this is just a theory. I don't know if there are achievements for every letter, and maybe some letters could be repeated. But if I were creating this game, that's how I would make it. But I'm surprised we survived the tsunami at least. Oh, we are actually returning to that. Oh, you're back? There we go. There is only video? That's strange. I will check on my phone here. But I'm guessing the stream has audio still. Yes, I would say it's in there the problem. But I'm trying to. I got an ad. After this ad, I will be able to see if I do have the audio working properly or not. It's funny that it's an ad of Coke, and it's not my favorite soda, by the way. I would rather go drink Sprite or Fanta. It's an ad of Coke. Okay, there is audio. I can hear myself. So, Subaru, it's only there, man. Yeah, it's only there. I wonder how that happened to him. Like, he was going to pay a bill and then his browser and Twitch started acting crazy. So if I keep on going for anything but the sacrifice, I will get the Kraken in the end. I can try fighting the Kraken with the sticks, or I can go for the sacrifice idea they are saying. I just don't see any benefit on like sacrificing people. Like, it's going to make things worse, or maybe not even change anything. Like, if I sacrifice people on this flooding, when the tsunami comes, I will sacrifice more people, and then there is no good outcome out of this. Like, it's useless. But should I fight the Kraken again? I will never beat the Kraken with sticks. But it sounds at least more hopeful than this sequence of sacrificing, so let's see if they will give me the tsunami again. They are. So, evacuation, friendly strangers, regulated markers. Wait, markets. Let's have lamps. Is there going to be the Kraken? No? Okay, I think I avoided the Kraken. Oh no, there he is. Fight. With sticks. They are tiny, so we're dead. So in case I can get to that again, I will start sacrificing. And I think I'm getting there with like plenty water and water everywhere plus oceans, right? Yeah, maybe that's the sequence of events that will give me the tsunami Kraken thing. Chaotic. The flooding. Okay, so what if I only sacrifice during the... Okay, I will try sacrificing only for the Kraken. We got ink now. Let's have writing. Schools of Sciences. Okay, evacuation. Uh, res- Researching the particles. It sounds dangerous, but I think I never tried it, so go for the particles. Why is that the what weird achievement? That's not. There is nothing, I mean, besides it being dangerous, there is nothing wrong about researching particles. Come on. There's the Kraken. So sacrifice now. Rejected? What do you mean by rejected? Did the Kraken stop? What the heck? We can flee or accept? Accept? Like Kraken, good friend, good buddy, come? We accept you? Is that what's happening? Although before I could only sacrifice or battle, right? Maybe flee is the answer. Be- or Behemoth? Is that the Final Fantasy? Um, how are they called? I can only remember in Final Fantasy 6, Esper. It's Esper, Guardian Force, right? From 8. But in 7, how was 7 again? Summon. Yeah, summon. There we go. And then in 9, um, I totally forgot how is it in 9. Oh, by the way, speaking on this, when I was watching the Nintendo Indies Direct, the first game they showed in there was Sea of Stars, and I was surprised on how that game has some clear and direct inspirations from Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, and the music is by the Chrono Cross composer. So I'm looking forward to Sea of Stars a lot. Okay, so the Kraken killed us again. I will try this Kraken thing once again. So now I can flee or accept. Accept will kill us. I will try the sacrifice path. Okay, this is new as well. Healthcare? I mean, collective healthcare is better, right? A plague? That's it. I mean, infectious and deadly are both bad. Everywhere, right? Quarantine or research? Wait, quarantine, isn't it? Quarantine or research? Not time. Quarantine or research? Um, I mean, quarantine first, then research, right? Useless. I mean, well, at the very least, I'm getting to new bad dams. So somehow, this game, this game is giving us more results. But I'm still hoping that I can get to a good one. And maybe this is all about luck, or maybe the choices I'm making do matter. But this is the worst option. I hate it. You see, it starts there, and then it gives you all sorts of horrible picks, corruption, revolution. Wait, it's back to this? I see, because the revolution changed the loyalty into election. I see. But guys, this is hard. As I kinda gave up on the Kraken option, I'm trying to find another new event to explore. Have I seen the results of the wind? I don't think I have, but in case there are tornadoes, let me see what they... Oh! The mosquitoes gave me an achievement of why. I know, right? I actually bought an electric racket to kill the mosquitoes, and it's been actually working. Maybe I should give up on this mode. If you go to investigating here, there will be an alien invasion and then it's game over. That's why I'm not going there. Unless there is a way out, but I doubt it. I will try it again. Yeah, there is no way to fight the aliens. A campfire. I don't think I tried the singing. Yeah, this looks new. A ceremony or a relaxation. Uh, I will try relaxation. Yeah, this is to the aliens again. And with that, yes, I don't know, guys. This mode is very hard. Menu. I did progress a lot now, though. Am I getting there? I just need to be more patient because I'm like almost giving up. But at the same time, I'm getting there. I'm seeing most results and finding sometimes something new, even though they kind of get me to the game over. Not sure if I got this one before. Let's go Untouched Fields. Traditions are forgotten. The leader. Man. Yeah, it is sad. Yes, I don't know. You're still missing two modes. The foul things and the heist. I'll give another shot in here, but last shot of the night. And then I think next stream we go for the next mode because I really don't know what to do in here. Like, if there is a solution, it is a very hard solution to get. Yes, I give up. There is no way, like, everything new I find it's bad, so I tried, but this world is, the more we play those modes of this game, the harder it gets. Let's hope that the next one, which is the foul things, it's somewhat easier, even though it sounds like foul things, so maybe it's not easier. But let's just go and check them out, like foul things and heist, and then we can move on to the next game of this channel. I mean, if my computer cooperates, I hope it does. Right, computer, please? I wanna keep on playing and streaming games in here. But for tonight and for 2021, I guess, that's going to be it. Oh, you're back now, Subaru? Oh, after you restarted the computer, there we go, man. I'm sorry to hear you're also having computer issues because, man, it sucks. Like, you look at your computer and every day it looks worse. I was in here giving up, man. I kinda gave up about this world because I tried and tried and tried, and every time I get something new, it's for a disaster. At least I got achievements. I take the achievements, but this got too hard. I have no idea on how to counter the problems. So I'm thinking about starting Foul Things next stream, and then Heist, and then that's going to be it. But if it gets as hard as World, then I may not like spend much time on those. I mean, I like to at least check them for like past half of them, so I can at least say that I checked most of that mode. But if it gets this hard, I will, just jump through the next or jump to the next and then finish this game, because now it's getting frustrating. As this has been super random, and like it feels that you can't really find the answers you need. So this is like SimCity, to be honest. Yes, SimCity was so painful, and I could never have a living city because every time something happened, I was a horrible mayor. That's one of the reasons why I never played SimCity again, or like a city building simulator. I do want to try Cities Skylines because I heard people saying it's somewhat easier and fun to play, but SimCity was so painful. You just needed to wait for some hours and then your city would ruin, so But yes, let's see if all things will give us better luck. And that's it, guys. That's going to be it for tonight and for 2021. So I hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve and New Year's like celebration. And I hope to see you again next year too. So have a great night, take care, and in case like I don't know exactly when is going to be the is it going to be on the second Saturday on Sunday second or something? When is the next Sunday? Yeah, now my computer also doesn't want to show me the calendar. But in case like I decide to not stream next Sunday because it's either very close to New Year's Eve or something, I probably say something on Discord. But we will be finishing this game and then moving on to the next. So hopefully I can start Fall Things next Sunday. Anyway, have a great end of 2021. I wish you a happy new year and take care. Have a good night as well. And I see you then. Goodbye.